There are some games that just define an entire generation, if not multiple. Doom, Half-Life, Counter-Strike, Metal Gear Solid, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Skyrim. But then there are also Undertale, Dark Souls, and Elden Ring. The Last of Us? Expedition 33? But most importantly of all, Grand Theft Auto. From the 2D games to the first 3D GTA, through GTA San Andreas over GTA 4, and then finally the topic of this video, Grand Theft Auto 5. Why did I move here? I guess it must have been the weather. A game that's officially older than most XQC viewers. 12 years for the initial 7th gen releases, 10 years for the PC and 8th gen releases. That's an entire decade. It's really hard to comprehend, feels just like yesterday that I was talking to my friends at school about it. And now history's kind of repeating itself. The hype, the delays, the rumors, the leaks leading up to GTA 6. But that's not what I want to talk about. Instead, there's one game that I deliberately left out. One of the biggest games of the last 20 years. One of the most influential. One of the most important. One of the most timeless. Minecraft. 17 years since its initial alpha, 15 years since it released into 1.0. I don't need to explain this one. If you haven't played Minecraft, you are legitimately in the minority. Minecraft is a generational game that's been through heaven and high hell, but it's also something that most of us seemingly come back to at least once a year. Even for someone as miserable as me, I still find myself building a cute little house, making a farm, starting a project before quitting a few weeks in until the next Minecraft phase hits. Sometimes with friends, sometimes alone. And I think there's a beauty in that. But from looking at the title, this is not what this video is about. I just wanted to create a little bit of drama before getting to the main point. So here it comes. Grand Theft Auto 5 has a lot in common with Minecraft, and it absolutely had the chance to become one of those games that you find yourself coming back to once in a blue moon. But its awful business practices, predatory monetization, the split into 2 different servers, locking quality of life features behind a premium subscription, arbitrary in-game price increases. Hey, I'm getting caught up here. I'm a miserable old twink-on hag. I don't enjoy many things that waste my time. I bought it when it came out on PC, and I genuinely enjoyed it, because it was a cultural phenomenon. Side note, if you're enjoying this video so far, then please do go ahead and give it a like. It would help me out a ton, and make sure to subscribe for any future videos as well. So, what had me coming back? What had me reinstall? Bother sitting through the intro of the story? Bother troubleshooting because the game doesn't run very well at high frame rates? And most importantly, what made me unironically give GTA Online another shot? Friends, fuck them. Holy shit! Should be long enough into the video that I can say the fuck word now, I hope. No, jokes aside, there was this resurgence of people that suddenly hopped back onto GTA Online, including a lot of my friends. And me not wanting to feel left out, I reinstalled the game as well. Except I reinstalled Legacy, because most of my friends were in Legacy. Except for one. Sorry about that, cousins. Immediately upon booting, I was met with the mistakes of my past. My character looked like a generic e-girl, which I spent a lot of in-game money on trying to fix. It's amazing how much a simple haircut and some new clothes can do. You should try it yourself if you don't enjoy looking at yourself too much. I genuinely mean it. Once that was done, I was already $150,000 down. Great! I still had another 2 million to go. So I checked what was there to do. A lot of businesses that I could do stuff with. But first things first. I need a car. I like cars. So I wanted to see what I had. Committing Grand Theft Auto. And these names told me absolutely nothing. So I had to pull out the GTA wiki to put a picture in my head next to these car names. They don't even give you a hint in the form of a fake in-game brand sometimes, or not even the color. Well, that's fine.
Oh.
I saw that I had some hypercar that came for free with the Criminal Enterprise starter pack. That's cool. It even came with some free property, including a bunker and a biker club. The biker club is essentially worthless, and the bunker is a set of chores to do alongside a grind to get some new weapons. That doesn't sound very fun. but I guess it's something to do. Well, that doesn't really matter. I got this from my friends. So I called up my friends and we hung out.
You landed a track back multiple times on the
Fuck. I'm sorry, Nico.
What happened?
And it immediately became apparent that we would rather do anything else than bother with this mindless grind. Well, at least some of us. The grind is sadly necessary to enjoy the elements of playing around in a mini fashion show localized entirely in your queer little Discord community. Also, cars. Cars are expensive, even in real life. But in this game, you're telling me a fucking Vauxhall Corsa costs $700,000? Excuse me? I mean, I understand that I'm playing a video game and that nothing in this game is real. Just imagine if something like Los Santos actually existed in real life. God, no. Anyway, yeah, cars. They're important. Back then, it was the armored Kuruma. Then came the Impressor. Now there's a Mark II. The game very noticeably kept one-upping itself, which is natural for a live service game. You do kinda need to keep your players engaged by feeding them little bits and pieces of power trips. Hello, guys. Excuse me? The worst part about all of this, however, is the grind that's attached to these things, paired with the aforementioned lack of quality of life, which ultimately makes it seem like the entire game just tries to drain you of energy, time, and joy until you're eventually forced to do one of three things. Option number 1. You grind the casual modes. It's fair. Takes a lot of time. But it's generally a little more fun than doing the business content. Option number 2. You use exploits. Against the terms of service, obviously, but given money farm exploits were pretty much always the most popular search results for anything related to GTA Online, everyone tried doing it at one point or another. Even I am not free of sin in that regard. What?
Can you see the dealer's card?
Option number 3. You buy cheap shark cards. You buy shark cards. At one point, with the inflated in-game prices, they unironically had to go out of their way to increase the value of the shark cards they sell, because the cheapest one would literally not even buy you a house in this economy. I mean, I guess it's realistic, but god, can you really blame anyone for cheating in this game? Let's switch back to Minecraft here. I mentioned that it's one of those games that most people just find themselves coming back to. The pull of endless creativity. A basic survival mode with a straightforward concept that's easy to understand but complex enough for people to get hooked on and spend a significant amount of time on. To build foundations for bigger ideas. To get basic automation going. To build a one-to-one replica of your own house but in block form. Even if you play the quite frankly awful Bedrock version, which does allow crossplay between mobile, console and PC players by the way, you still get roughly the same experience with one downside. It's monetized to all hell and back. But all of this monetization, it's optional. You're still able to install mods, resource and texture packs from outside sources, keeping it at its core as it had always been. A true sandbox experience. The limit is your imagination and your free time. Grand Theft Auto Online on the surface seems like a sandbox, a criminal open world sandbox for you to play around in. But in actuality, it actively limits you. Makes sense once you consider that at one point they had a pretty clear-cut progression ladder. You tap down in San Andreas, get out of the airport and start with petty crimes before working your way up to a high-end apartment and being able to get your foot in the door for some heists. Heists like in Payday.
Oh, it's a dozer! Oh no!
Oh no!
It's a dozer! Oh no!
Oh no!
One of the games of all time. You do the heist which, outside of the Fleesa job, required 4 players. Preferably with your friends because doing them with 3 other randoms makes it genuine torture.
Whoa, I can't believe you shot it and it blew up.
And you get a major cash injection. You now have the choice of doing more heists, which requires more prep work, which requires more time and costs more money, to make more money, in order to spend it on things that you actually want, in order to have fun. Which leads you straight into a capitalist hellscape cycle of make money to spend money to make money. When laid out like this, suddenly GTA Online seems a lot less interesting, doesn't it? If you're someone who avoids public lobbies like the plague, it's pretty straightforward. But for those who do put up with them, if you're not spending money, you're at a constant disadvantage. You are weaker, your guns are weaker, your cars are weaker, your tools are weaker, your armored stuff is weaker, and someone with more money than sense can just call down an orbital cannon on you if they so choose to burn $1 million. Or explode you with a flying bike. Or explode you with a flying car. Or explode you with a submarine. You get the idea. The multiplayer is another element that's actively trying to push you into putting up with the less fun elements of the overall experience in order to complete the cycle of level 1 goon to level 100 mafia boss who bullies the goons. But even then, for those who avoid PvP like the plague, a lot of the missions you go through for the prep work and setups are just mind-numbing, frustrating, poorly set up, broken, or all of the above. You need stronger gear. And this is where I get into the main meat of this video. After a long build-up, even though you could have immediately skipped to this and saved yourself just about 10 minutes, in GTA Online, not much is really stopping you from immediately interacting with some of the fun parts of the game. Adversary modes.
Not my fault, I'm sorry! I'm a terrible rival!
Basic point A to point B missions with shootouts, races.
This fucking sucks.
What? Are you fucking kidding me?
Don't tell me we're going
Oh my god! You have gotta be kidding me.
Mario Party style minigames, a mission creator. It's all in the palm of your hand.
Writing pictures.
Oh my god!
What was that?
Bye, Nico.
But the game and its community actively push you into not interacting with them. As stupid as it sounds, almost everyone plays the game in the most optimal way to make money. Money is key here. You see, the joke is capitalism bad, actually. Let's be honest, as an adult, which most of us dorks who grew up with this game are, your time is valuable and has inherently value to you. Sometimes when you're doing something that doesn't seem to be efficient enough in comparison to what you could be doing, you slowly start losing interest. You could be making more money, which would help you buy better new vehicles. It's more than a bump in the road because there is implied real-world value to these things, which means you could essentially equate your time spent on the game to money wasted or money earned.
It's so boring.
What are you doing?
Oh fuck!
What are you
No!
You're an idiot.
Thank you for winning. Thank you very much.
This stems from bad, shady business practices and years of milking the cow that ended up becoming the second best-selling video game of all time. This all being said, I guess I can't lie and say that I didn't have fun revisiting it. But the emotions that I felt while playing it, they didn't leave me feeling accomplished like my Minecraft phase usually does. I don't think that I will be coming back to this game anytime soon in the future, even with its massive variety of content. Not because I inherently think that it's an unfun game, but because it just frustrates me that this game could be so much better if it wasn't for the literal corporate greed.
I'm gonna kill you at this rate.
At this rate. What the fuck did Frenchie do?
Getting repeatedly rammed unprovoked.
No!
Oh my god!
Oh my god, so many people
That was really fucking good.
And so I end my short GTA phase by jumping back into Minecraft, building a few phallic towers, before returning to my regularly scheduled programming of heisting in other video
We're gonna
games,
cut the power off and we have to walk
or driving
away.
cars in other video games.
I haven't seen
it either.
Thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this detour. And most importantly, as always, I hope you're taking care of yourself.